I'm just trying to find this on the radio, but I'm not convinced it's on there. Hey, Bugstick. Oh, that's not going to be a long-term solution. Going to say, how you doing, Bugstick? I thought to myself, just to start with, I'm going to put the game on, but I'm not controlling it. I'm curious what the AI thinks. Hey, Reels. And say I'll do seasons after, but I am genuinely curious if this Stoke City team can beat a Shrewsbury Town team. And I've just realised my microphone's a bit far away. Hang on. A little bit closer. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing this stream, so I appreciate you hanging on for it. I'm better. Feeling a bit rough last night, but I'm going to say feeling better now. I think that lobby helped. Like a ton of OXO cubes just going into my system. Yeah, so I've got the radio commentary in my ears again, and I don't know if it's going to cut off just for the fact that I don't know if Radio Stoke on here will, so most likely it will. I might have to go hunting for a signal then. If that's the case, I've got it on my screen here as well. Is it not on radio? I've got it on Radio Stoke, but if it cuts off at kick-off, I don't know. Reels, still sick, but whatever. To be honest, that's how I'm feeling. You know, if you're like that as well still, I know what you're feeling now. It's like, I'm just trying to plough on. It's like, hey, what the heck? Let's just try it. I thought we might score there. I feel like doing this just so people can see. I think it's Angela Smith talking on the radio, and she's just said, I think it'd be a tall order for Tyrese to get 3 goals, but I think he'll get 1. Bugster, did you try OBS? I haven't, no, but I'll be honest, I've been the last 24 hours, I just didn't fancy it. I'm going to say I've got, I won't say a day off tomorrow, but I've got time tomorrow where I can actually mess around with it. If anything, I got a video done today, which I was just pleased to get out of the way. So that's Friday's video already done. I really want to start getting ahead now. I want it be so that if I do have a week where I'm not well, or if I've got to do things, I've got a week's worth of videos lined up. And I feel like today was the start of it. Reels, yeah, that is what I'm feeling like. Well, yeah, so it is, if you just keep ploughing on, hopefully you get better. If anything, it's always how I've sort of been. I always just try and push on. When I put that message on Discord, it was more because I thought to myself, I don't fancy having a bucket here, you know. Not exactly stream worthy. Bugster, although on their Twitter it says full match coverage 7 PM, kick-off 8 PM with Matt Sandos, Terry Conroy and Nigel Johnson. I mean, I've got it on TuneIn, but I think TuneIn will cut it off. What do you think about Charlie Adams starting? That's an interesting one. I'm going to have to tilt this way. I'm looking at the chat there and I keep forgetting the camera's there. Did you like the Sport at 6 music? Yeah, it's pretty bog standard music though, but I like it. I think we're just about kick off. Oh no, it's about 10 minutes ago yet, isn't there? I could hear the music in the background at the stadium then. I was like, oh, we're nearly there. I used to love it when they played Eminem. It was just a real good pump-up track. I don't know if they've stopped it. I think they have. I'm looking to... I'm really interested to see if the AI is going to win. AI Stoke versus AI Shrewsbury should win. I get this horrible feeling this is going to backfire and we're going to have a loss. And it's like, 20 minutes? Is it 8 o'clock kickoff? Dear. God, I'm early. I should have started at 8. Not really, but going to say, it's 8 o'clock kickoff. They actually played Sweet Caroline for one game and then stopped. I say, no idea what caused that. Was Neil Diamond done well? I think that was Neil Diamond. You think they're still doing the album? What? Yeah. It's Lose Yourself, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. That was the upsetting thing about the Brentford game. You got their fans looking at Ryan Woods, and they were going, he's a decent player. What's happened to him? And none of us lot can answer it either. Somehow he has lost his way here. Ooh. And it's not me. I'm holding my hands up on this one. You got the goal there. Number 8, was it? Or no, number 12. Don't know who he is. Let's have a look. Shows your shirt number. Oh God, he's got a weird name. I think it's the one Mum struggled to say a few days ago. What song was it called? Lose Yourself, I think. This could get very awkward. I mean, I'm just looking and it's like, yeah, this is just very bad. I haven't altered the tactics or anything, I've just kept Stoke default tactics, so this is Stoke. Whew. I feel like I need to go here again. This isn't me. Federici looks good in this. They've got his face good. I think they've got his goalkeeping skills down to a T as well. Flapperici. Half tempted to say to Petr Cech, fancy a season in the Championship before you retire. Okanabari. Very odd name, that. Oh yeah, they still play that. If anything, it was just good pump-up music. I think it was only the instrumental version, but it worked well. I can imagine the players heard it in the tunnel and they were feeling a bit pumped up for it. Alright. I've got Sky Sports News on the screen alongside the chat, and they're deciding to talk about politics now as well. You can't help but hear about it. Yeah, very interesting. And it's on the radio now as well. Wondering what the margin was. Oh, that is amazing. Lost by 200 votes. If that's all party politics, I'm amazed. Yeah. Sorry, completely against football, but when you're hearing it in you can't help but just hear it. Yeah, that was the margin. Yeah, I prefer not talk about stuff like that, but when you're hearing about it, it's like, wow, that is a big margin, idea what I can do here. I'm not going chip in because I don't want it to be that they've got me 2-0 down and suddenly I've got to rescue it, but equally I'm looking and I'm going, really? 2-0 down? I'm not saying we couldn't be 2-0 down tonight, but I'm really hoping it's not an omen. I'm chuckling a bit at the viewership so far for this stream. It's been on, what, about 10-15 minutes? 11 actually. I've already had 15 views. Yeah, I think some of the people are looking for Stoke versus Shrewsbury and found me. Hey, Crouchy! Do I like the lineup? I'm not against it, but I'm not for bits of it either. I mean, I don't know what I think about Josh Tymon, so I'm a bit iffy about him being in. And I think Charlie Adam being in is a bit odd as well. I'm not against Charlie as much as some, but equally he's had a few clangers for us in the past, so yeah, it's a bit of a weird team. Surprised Bo isn't in, but I think he's ill. Yeah, that's the official line. I think if he was fit, he'd be in. I mean, this is where I find it strange how they're talking about Wolves being interested in that. Hey, listen, Wolves are interested in Maritz Bauer, and you're thinking to yourself, he's starting tonight. Very strange. How you doing, Lasai? You having a good evening? Just try and think of your time. It's 9:45 there, isn't it? Oh. Hello there. Bye there. Bye again, Lasai. Just realised. Bugster, you never know, he could score from the halfway line again. He could. Knowing Charlie, he'll certainly take a shot from the halfway line. You know, the crowd will probably go, ooh. You know, even though it really winds them all up, they still like him try it. Just so they can make that noise. Well, we're a goal down, so I'm actually curious what Jones would do tonight at this point. But I can't control it, so let's see how it finishes. Didn't we release a statement saying he's staying? Not necessarily a statement, but Nathan Jones in his press conference did say he was. I think that's as good as a statement. But I think Stoke, not Stoke, I think Sky Sports News were trying to say, they did the news and they were saying, will it have an impact? And people are going, well, the manager said he's not going, so unless the board are going to go behind his back a couple of days after hiring him, he's staying. So, yeah, it was interesting. Weird, but interesting. Oh. Are we talking about the FA Cup semis and final now? Jeez, we've changed topic fast. Talking about the Bolton and Man City games. It was a shame that about Matty Everton being half fit for the final and all that, but it's funny how they're bringing it up. I know it's the FA Cup, but you'd think you'd be talking about the previous game or something. Maybe I've missed that bit. Well, I'm hoping the AI can get back in this. I don't care if it wins per se, because, you know, just means it's on the stream a bit longer, but I'm going to say it'd be good if into it. Yeah, Toure. Bane of a Stoke supporter's life, he was. Playing in a full 1-2-1-2 formation by the looks of it. Yeah, I read it that way myself. I mean, we've got Ince just behind Crouch and Campbell by the sounds of it, and then like a three of sorts with Etebo, Clucas and Adam, haven't we? So it could be good. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of having two left footers in a midfield. You know, I think say you've got Adam on the right hand side of the midfield, he's always going to want cutting on his left, so there's a little bit of eekiness about it for me. But you know, he's a seasoned pro by now. He should be able to play a simple pass on his right foot, even though he's a, as my uncle calls him, he's a bit of a donkey. Used to be a thing with my uncle. He'd call a player a donkey and they'd score, so I'm hoping it still works. Oh, okay. Still going on about Brexit. Is there any more headlines, or are they just repeating the headline? Just repeating the headline. It's a bit annoying, that. I mean, it's a sports broadcast. Do we really need to hear that bit? You know, I can understand saying it once, but it's like, come on, people are going to have it popping up on the phones and all sorts. Oh, I completely back this, and Mum will certainly back it. They're talking about why Gordon Banks hasn't been given a knighthood yet. It's a bloody travesty. The Cabinet Office won't discuss why individuals don't receive, and I bet they won't, because they know that they pick some bad choices. It might be his attitude, it's a team game, but I bet he's also thinking, well, if that's the case, why didn't the entire team get a knighthood instead of just one or two of them? I'll bloody stick up for Gordon. So Brexit isn't a thing anymore, or what? It's going to be way more complicated than that being a simple answer. If they'd have voted tonight saying yes, they agree to the deal, then it would have gone ahead, straightforward. Now it's a case of it could go forward if they can get a new deal with the current government, or they'll get a new government in and see if they can get a deal, and if they can't get a deal, then it gets complicated, put it like that. There's about 4 or 5 different permutations. Alex Swan, do you know of any streaming sites for the match? No, that's half the reason I'm here. I've got to my ears, so I'm just listening and talking. I'm going to say, I don't think there's anything on the Stoke official site either. You've had a look, haven't you, Pugster? I don't think there is anything either. So yeah, radio broadcasts are the best I've found, unfortunately. You're right though, Alex. I say, I know you just stumbled onto the stream, but you're right. I mean, I've got to admit, I go on about it, but it should be Sir Gordon Banks. The whole lot of them should. You know, you've got Harry Kane, is it MBE or OBE, and you think, why hasn't Gordon had it yet? I don't know. No, unless you use an IPTV. I'll admit that's where even goes over my head. I'm going to say IPTV, I'm guessing, is Internet Protocol Television. You adjust your IP address or something. Yeah, good, how's your day been? Alright, I've been saying to Pugster, he's a regular on the channel, and been a bit Tom Dick, you know, but managed to get up for the stream, so that's one thing. And so you're looking for the game for a Stokes perspective or a Shrewsbury one? If anything, I'm just curious how this AI match is going for you. If anything, it ain't going good for me. I mean, Tyrese Campbell didn't get a goal, but you think, would he have been yanked off? Probably keep him on and add another forward. Stoke should smash it. That's what we're hoping for. You know, it's it's one of those games where you hope we can get some goals, but saying that, the Brentford game, that really got me down how we played. I was getting worried there. I thought, are the AI actually going to get it? Dear, dear. 2-0 down, at least they came back. I could sort of imagine it going like this. You could have a dire first half, and then suddenly we just get 2 goals. I hope it doesn't go like that, because I don't really want to go through that again. We've had too many goals conceded, but I'm going to say you could sort of imagine that in a sort of like, oh yeah, we'll come back, we'll claw back for the draw. I just really hope it doesn't come to that. I'm trying to remember, did Ryan Woods play for Shrewsbury? I think he did, didn't he? Because if that's the case, I'm surprised they haven't played him for that reason. They usually do it with that sort of thing. You're a West Ham supporter. That's interesting. I'm going to say, you've been getting on alright this season, haven't you? I mean, you've got Arnautovic still, just for now at least. And so that was a little bit amusing from our perspective. You've got Chicharito looking like he wants to go as well. Could do with the striker by the sounds of it. What do you think about them Callum Wilson rumours? Do you think you've got a shot, or do you think Chelsea are more likely to get him? Or do you think you just go and keep all of them? Because even though we've got experience of Arnautovic leaving, I'm thinking it wasn't 25, it was 35 million, wasn't it? And that's a low price for him in this market. So it's not a cert he'll leave. So it's quite interesting to see what happens. Five minutes go, come on. I swear I find this game's AI are laughable, just in the sense that I'm sort of saying, come on, go on the attack a bit. No, I'm going to find a streaming channel. Bye. No problem, Alex. See you around. I can't believe the Shrewsbury on the attack. Yeah, same to you, Alex. Have a lovely evening. Oh, nice guy. It's a bit strange when he said West Ham, just for the fact that when I was on Twitter last year, I said the wrong thing about a West Ham potential signing, and suddenly I've had a whole bunch of West Ham supporters on me. It was quite unnerving now, without any hashtags or ats or anything. Suddenly I got a whole bunch of them tweeting at me. It did teach me that West Ham fans are very protective about the club. Yeah, they're talking about penalties already, and I'm thinking, let's try and avoid that. Bit surprised West Ham fan wants a Stoke stream, to be fair. But it's a German stream. And it's from an app. That's different. I find it strange how they broadcast these things. I mean, you'd think they'd have come up with a system now, a bit like the League Cup, where people can watch it on a Sky Sports News or something. Like, you'd think, say, BBC Sport would have access on the red button. The red button. What time are we on? Ooh. 5 to 8. And I can hear Eminem, so we're getting that. Okay, so we've got another 30 minutes to go, so yeah, let's go classic. Have you heard about Harry Kane getting injured? That's going to be a big loss. Yeah, it's all about the money. I mean, to be honest, I don't get why we can't have 3 p.m. kickoffs broadcast, but I understand that it's like a tradition, you know, it's like this to prevent gates going down and all that sort of stuff, but you look at it and you go, how many supporters there are of clubs around the countries now? You'd think they'd actually be able to afford to risk it, you know. I mean, it's like, say, they allow Man United to be broadcast every Saturday, say. They're going to get people still going to Old Trafford. You know, they'll make the revenue with the TV money as well. I know that it might say, well, more people will stay at home and watch United rather than go and see Shrewsbury, for instance, or Stoke, but the way I see it is, they're going to do that anyway, it's just they'll watch it illegally. It's a bizarre rule. Oh, Jones is just about to walk out. Oh. That is interesting, isn't it? How he's very... he does come across, Nathan Jones, as very emotional and real. I think the religious thing with him does help out, but you know, it's very interesting how he comes across. Hi Louise, they're actually streaming the actual match. If you don't bet myself, no, I'm not. I'm just I just put something on the screen just while I'm talking. You know, it's just I'm listening to the match in my ears. So yeah, I'm just going to talk as the match goes on about what I'm hearing. And say, unfortunately, no stream. Well, that was a quick drop. Can you live stream the actual match? No, I can't. I mean, to be honest, I haven't even got a way of doing it. I mean, as far as I know, there isn't actually a stream. I mean, we've just been saying here there might be something available from another country, but I'll admit I've got no idea how to do that. Yeah, I'm just listening on the radio, so I can't really help you, I'm afraid. It's a pain that we can't watch it, but I don't know. Tell you what, considering this is AI, it's a very close game. It's closer than I'd like, anyway. I actually believe this could be the result. You know, something ridiculous. There we go. They've cut the match off. Let me go on the Stoke app, see if they've got the stream up. Well, the audio up. I don't think they have. Nope. Nope, so it looks like I can't listen to it. Let me have a go on... where's tuning? There we go. Let me have another check on Signal 2, make sure they aren't on there. Yeah, it's on Signal 2. That's good. Like 9-0. Shame. It would be nice if it was a high-scoring game. If anything, I think the Stoke supporters need something to celebrate. It's been that long since they had a reason to get out of the seats for more than just one goal. I mean, 2-0's probably been the max lately, hasn't it? So it'd be just nice if there was a big goal scoreline for that reason. Do 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 do. Alright, let's carry on that. Might get it done with before we start the match. Oh, Delilah's roaring out. That's a good start. Maybe not from the crowd, but you'd like to think they could pick it up. So what are the other FA Cup ties tonight then? We've got hang on, I'm looking there. League Two's Mansfield versus Crawley. Nothing of interest there. We did actually score 4 against QPR, but 2 were offside. I wouldn't count the number of goals we could have had with offside. Wow, Newcastle are 1-0 up already against Blackburn. That's fast. Luton are playing against Sheffield Wednesday. Wow. I can't believe Newcastle are already a goal up. So we kicked off. I've never heard of the guy who scored for Newcastle. I have a long staff. Very early goal though. Campbell on the ball. Cross, was it? Just brought down outside the box. Throw to Shrewsbury though. We've been on the attack though. That's a good start. I think if Tyrese can sort of emulate Ricardo Fuller in terms of being direct, I think he'll go down as treat with the Stoke fans. Because I think that's all they want, someone who's willing to run at a back line. Did you call that person Louise? Yeah, and I'll admit I misread the name. It's a bit awkward when someone asks if it's a stream, so you sort of try and say, yeah, wait, it's not, but, you also try and explain what you're doing. I don't blame people because, if you are looking for a stream, you've found me, you might as well ask someone. It's a bit like asking for directions, isn't it? Sounds like we're struggling to control the ball. I think Shrewsbury have just won a throw. Yeah, corner for Shrewsbury. Crouch heads it away. Anthony Grant's just scarred a shot. I think he played for Vale as well, so the Stoke fans might have enjoyed that. I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna have a guess. It's I can't remember his name now. I've said that. Ends up in Rosie. Yeah. Let's go to seasons. Oh, wrong button. So free kick to Shrewsbury at the moment. Campbell's got the ball, attacking. Arnold's cleared it. Okay. We've got a stand empty. Wow. I would have thought we'd have at least, maybe we would have stockpiling in one stand, but I'm still surprised. That made me chuckle. I just had 7 viewers at once and all of them just disappeared in one hit. I feel like half of this is a practical joke. It was closed, I think. Yeah, that's it. I mean, they've probably done the boothing end and the one opposite tile mounting, but that's about it. Oh, and the way end, obviously. I hope tile mounting's not the main stand. I hope it's the one connected to the boothing in the south. Not a lot's happening at the moment. We seem to have balls out at the moment. Definitely heard one of those commentators before. I think it's the co-commentator I've heard. I need to hear his name though. Just called Fed Butland. Oh! I thought we were going to have a penalty then. Shame there ain't no VAR here. Ince has a shot blocked. Alright, let's just do this. It's only so that fella doesn't hear my stream chat. Ooh, that was a bad ball. Yeah, the commentators seemed to think it was a penalty. Well, that's good to hear that we seem more in control. If anything, that's the one thing we didn't seem to have at all the other day. Ooh. Dirty so-and-so. Yeah, I mean, it's only the opening minutes, but we do sound like we're playing well. Ooh, good block. It's the trick of doing this. I end up commentating on my own game rather than what I'm listening to. Oh, that was a bad ball. Nice header. Who's this fella? Is it John T. Sargent? Shrewsbury on the ball. Wow, Grant's going in a bit already. And so Charlie Adams a bit of a rough house. He can't go complain if someone decides to clatter into him. Bit of critical. I'd appreciate some goals to raise spirits. Is this Lille? They've changed a bit in terms of the kit and yeah, it is. Their logo's changed since they won the league all them years ago with Eden Hazard. It really irritates me how Peter Crouch keeps getting fouled, or classed as fouled. He's a big fella, he's going to have different types of contact with players, yet they never adjust for him. Yeah, it'd be nice to see VAR, Pugster. Ooh. Especially with that penalty. Or non-penalty. I know we've had issues with penalties, but you'd like to think at least it's a free shot. Even if you don't take it. Come on, that's it. So it sounds like Adam's having a good start. If there's one name who I thought could benefit with all this, it wasn't Adam. I thought whichever way it went, he'd be out in the January window. But it seems like Jones is willing to give him a shot. If we have a pen, at least Afobe isn't playing. And Bauer. I'm curious who'd take the penalty. It'd probably be Adam. Blackburn 0, Newcastle 2. Longstaff got the first, Roberts the second. Oh. Who got the header? Ashley Williams nearly scored, but offside. It wouldn't surprise me if we've got an eagle-eyed lino when it comes to keeping goals out for us. I can't remember if Williams has scored for us yet. I don't think he has. He doesn't score often, so it wouldn't be a... it's not like he's due one, but... it'd be good to get a goal through him, sort of thing. Any source, and no complaints sort of attitude at the moment. Oh. Sounds like Crouch was a bit unlucky there. Header at the back post and he couldn't connect with it. We've definitely started well. It's promising. It's a shame because the app I'm using at the moment to look at the stats, and it's like the in-depth stats like passing, number of passes forward, backwards, sideways, etc. It isn't doing the FA Cup. I hope people aren't chanting, "Is there a fire drill?" It would be a bit pathetic at the cup tie in midweek, I don't think anyone ever has a full ground unless they're like one of the top teams in the Premier League. Even when we've been playing bad, we've had a fairly full stadium. I'd say 80-90% full. Probably more than Shrewsbury would have. You can put up with, like, say, the Newcastle's chanting that in the sense of, they're there every week, home and away. But Shrewsbury, I'd be amazed if they had full houses every week, put it like that. And I don't mean to be disrespectful there, they could do, but it would surprise me. That's if it is there a fire drill? I haven't actually heard it, but I just hope they aren't, Oh, nice. I don't know if they're chanting about Sam Ricketts now. I'll tell you what, I sometimes feel self-conscious when I'm doing streams in the sense that I'm, if I tap the table or if I accidentally bump the microphone or whatever, and, for a professional radio station, this place keeps making funny little noises. Certainly making me feel less conscious about what I do. It's equivalent to me going like this, do, 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 do. Ooh, Shrewsbury have just had a chance. Holloway. Campbell's in. Scores! Yes! Come on, Campbell. Up the Potters! Give youth a chance and they bloody take the chance. Now Nathan, don't ignore him. I'll get me ranting. Now I've said that, he'll probably get a red card and do all sorts of silly nonsense to prove what I've just said silly. I'm glad, that's my reaction. It's like, all this time we've been saying give young players a chance, and it's like, thank God one of them had taken it. Ooh. I'm not surprised if Kevin was there as well. I shared a few tweets with Kevin Campbell when Rowett got sacked, and he comes across as a very nice guy. I did a bit about him as well when another supporter met him at the Villa game. You think to yourself, it's nice that he's interacting with the supporters a bit. It hasn't been a great time, so it's nice to know from a parental perspective what he thinks of the club at the moment, as well as an ex-player. Ooh. This guy's going to get in. Ooh. I'm just glad we're in front because it means we've got something to hold on to. I know that sounds silly because, again, we're playing Shrewsbury, no disrespect to them, but, you think it's better than, sort of being stuck as we were. Fighting to keep a lead, or to fighting against a lead even. Boom, come on Stoke. Thanks Alex. Proves right. Hey again, Lasai. Hi again. Why didn't you come to my stream today? I've been unwell, Lasai. I've managed to just pull myself together to do this, and I'll be honest, I'm going straight bed after. I was having a nap in the afternoon. There we go. Come on, let me play another game. Since the goal, there hasn't been a lot to talk about. I mean, we seem in control, but I wouldn't say it's with any assurance. Gotta stay awake for the Stoke match. That's it. Well, it was more a case of, I'd sort of said I was going to do this sort of type of stream, if anything, it's a good way of getting views. And yeah, I thought, right, I'll pull myself off my sick bed to do it. Worth it as well. But like this, that Stoke goal, God, I can't remember the last time we took the lead. Let alone a youngster scoring. Been way too long. Lasai, I really hate this your streaming time, I can't ever join you. Don't worry about Lasai, I have said that Thursday I'm going to stream earlier. I'm going to do a 3 o'clock stream, so that should be better for you. And so where seat is, that also gives the likes of Pugster a chance to get back in, and if they want just pop on, they can. I'm going to put it on the Discord server later. Ooh, that's better. Charlie's just made a good tackle. Very rare thing to say that. Charlie Adam made a good tackle. Bugster, I felt like that the other week. Was at school and at around 11 I felt so tired and it continued all day. Was ill for about a week after. I mean, it's like last night I was alright. I was doing my stream, you know, nothing special, and then I come off and I was actually just going to have a drink, and I thought, you know, I'll get a can out of the fridge and whatnot, and I just felt like I was going to throw up if I drank it. I'd like to think it was me in a sober angel sort of trying to sit on my shoulder and say, don't drink that, but yeah, it wasn't that sort of sickness. Yeah, I'm playing Wolves. You know, I'm right dozy sometimes. I don't notice who we're playing. I just play the game. Ooh. Won't be able to stay for that one. We'll be able on around an hour. You're talking about the Battlefront one. I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to try and get one in the week in the afternoon and one in the evening. That way people have got a different mix. Alex, are you young? I'm 26. I had to think then, because I certainly feel older than at times. 26 on 27. I still have a tendency to want to say I'm 18. I think that might be why I still get ID checked. Campbell's on the ball, Etebo on the area, deflection, goal kick. Shame. Looks like Etebo played a good part in that move. I think he started it and nearly finished it. You thought I was 19? I'll take that. It's been a while since someone thought I looked that young. I remember when I was about 12, someone said I looked 40. So I seem to have balanced out a little bit. In fairness, when I was 12, I had a bushier moustache than what I have now. Ooh. Ooh, I thought I might just be able to skilling them. Have you got a girlfriend? No, I will admit that is a problem area. A problem as in, I don't work on it. Not to say it's the other way either. Girls are the interest. Just more like I haven't had an interest in looking for one for a while. Most people I know are either getting engaged or married, so yeah, I'm in no rush. The way I see it is I see their lives and I think, you're enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but I'm happy. Bugster, 80 when they get all hyped up and just dissolves into nothing. I sort of know what you mean. I dislike when they're sort of building up the games and then it's just a power trap. Been a few of them lately where you thought, oh, we're going to have a good game here, and then you just know it isn't going to be. Shrewsbury corner. They certainly aren't out of it. They might not be on the front foot, but they're in it. We need another goal just to kill them off. I think if we can get another one, then Pugster's wildest dreams could come true and we could get a hatful. It's just getting that second. Ooh. Crouch and Federici just got in each other's way. But Federici got it. Ooh, I thought that might go in. Do I live in Stoke? Yeah, I do. I've had a few years away when I was at uni, but yeah, born and raised here. At times stuck here. Can I say you from London with you being West Ham? I could say London, you know, East End even. And I'm saying that, and I think it's the London Stadium's nowhere near now, is it? So it feels a bit weird saying that. East End's the spiritual home, so. It's like with Stoke, we're in like the middle of a recycling ground. It's weird where we are. Ooh, I thought that just might bend in. Unlucky. Have you got your own place? No, I'm living with with my mum. I'm my mum's carer, so that's why I tend to be doing a lot of YouTube stuff. It's a good way of, I wouldn't say working from home as I don't make money from it, but it keeps me occupied at home. Certainly be nice to get a bachelor pad one day though. Ooh. Looks like Bauer's got on the ball. Lucas, right wing. Etebo. We're keeping the ball. It's up with Ince now. Oh, it's Ince dived. Oh no, it's their players dived. That's good, fair play. Cheers. I mean, oh, has he actually been done for a dive? Sorry, hang on. Oh, is it Etebo who's dived? Right. Right, Etebo dived. I mean, I didn't hear it that way, but obviously that's what it's come out as. Seems like Crouch is having a good game. He keeps getting on the end of balls and creating things. Oh, again? Oh, come on. There we are. Back in it. Crouch to bow, but far that. It sounds like a long range pass that, but I can imagine Bauer sort of bombing down the right, isn't he? So he's sort of like a right winger. I'm sorry you think that, Harrison. Yeah, no problem, Alex. If you got stuff to do, I'll see you later. Ooh. I'm going to try and practice that name, Okenabirai, I think they're saying it. I think I was trying to say it a bit like Etebo's first name is. Hey Cole, come on Stoke. Love the sound of that. Oof. There we go. Give and go. Give and lost. Can I get it to Bauer? No, bit too far. Nah, bad ball that. How you doing, Cole? You having a good day? There we go. You know, I love pressing the random celebration because you just don't know what's going to come out. It might sometimes be like a small pool of them, but it is still fun if you get like a really random one. I'm guessing you've said something else, Harrison. Has Campbell got another one? Come on! Honestly, I was not sure then, just for the fact that the crowd are that quiet. Come on, Tyrese. I think Angela Smith was onto something. I think we could be on for a hat-trick from the youngster. And I stand by what I said, Pugster. I think now that the second one's in, I think the floodgates could open, so you might be onto your little wanton wish. But yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Harrison. I'll admit I've got a good moderator here, but you're obviously saying something, so... yeah. If you don't like the stream, you don't have to watch it, but... got nothing against you. You know, my wish is to win 9-0. I'll tell you what, I'll have to buy you a pint when you're of age if you get a 9-0. And ask for the winning lottery numbers while you're at it. Ooh, I thought I could just slide that under him. There we go. Come on. A bit too high that. Not a great corner. Yeah, not a great ball. Ugh. This is trouble listening to radio commentary. When they decide to waffle on when there's nothing going on, you can't really talk about what they're talking about because all they're doing is sort of praising Campbell, and it's like, yeah, you know, fair enough, but it's like, come on, tell me what's happening. Ince is on the attack. He was brought down, free kick. Grant brought him down. That's about the second time he's brought a Stoke player down. Oh, that was a nice strike. I don't get that one. Who was it? Oh, loose pass by Clucas, foul by Grant on Bauer. Oh, so Clucas is the one who's playing on the right hand side. Ooh, bad ball. I can never be a commentator. By the time I say what's on the field, it's up the other end. That's how I feel here. You know, I'm listening, and by the time I've sort of regurgitated what they're talking about, I feel like it's already happened. I mean, it's definitely second-hand commentating, so it's not the same, but it's very awkward. If anything, I feel like saying to people, go and listen to Signal 2. You know, you'll get a much better impression of what's going on. If you're watching this, it's purely just for the fact that you want to hear what my reaction is. Here we go. Ooh. I was going to say there's enough to get excited about in the sense that, yes, we might not be sort of creating chance after chance, but we've got some positive things to talk about. I'm actually looking forward to doing the vlog. It's nice to think, as things stand, that we've had 2 goals from a youngster. Even if we suddenly lost 3-2, I think I could point at that and say, right, we can lead with that. It's a positive. We aren't talking about the fact that we had 2 shots and only one of them was on target. That was absolutely depressing the other day. Oh, I wish I could bring Crouch on now. I haven't even got him on my subs bench. Yeah, Babble. Holloway's on the edge of the area. Good clearance by Charlie Adam. Wow. If I hadn't got my hands on the control, I'd give you a round of applause, Charlie. You seem to be having a good game. Don't let me down. Or don't let any of us down. I know there's probably someone who's put money on him having a booking, but I don't really care about that person, unfortunately. Not if it means he's having a good game anyway. Ooh. Yeah, I was just bringing him down that. Also, I'd love to win 3-1-2. It just looks good, doesn't it? Are you talking about, because you can say 3-1-2? Or 3-1. I'm going to say I'm a stickler for clean sheets myself. I'd like to say we've won 6-0. Or 9-0 as you called it. I'd rather win 10-0 so it looks like you've scored 100. Ooh. Letting back in the last minute. Oh, I just hope that doesn't happen. Ooh. Ooh, come on. There we go, cleared it. Blow the whistle, ref. There we go. Yeah, 10-0. 1-0-0. How am I doing in this? I forgot to... Alright, I wasn't sure if it was 6 and then it would move up to 9. Okay. Let's keep going. Playing really good, but it's on the Shrewsbury. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't knock it. The way I see it is, we couldn't beat them the other week. I feel like Adam's going to earn himself a starting place at the weekend if he carries on. It shouldn't really work that way. You should have players who are sort of designed to be in the team rather than someone playing well and earning a place, but considering that Jones is pretty much assessing the squad, it wouldn't surprise me if he starts then. I was going to say, Shrewsbury are having a bit of possession and not a lot's happening, but it seems like they're just keeping it to try and keep some possession and do something with it. We've got it back though. Wow, that is some fast passing. Crouch, Campbell and Lucas kept passing between one another. Sounds good. I'm going to say, I mean, we're definitely on the attack, and I would say that was actually counter-attacking. Because, like I say, Shrewsbury were keeping the ball, so I'd say we won it and immediately decided to break on them. And that's my cup of tea as football goes. Lovely. Nice. I'm going to say, I feel like if we can get a third just before half time, it'll settle everyone down. Not to mention the likes of maybe not Suter, but you know, maybe there's one more youngster on the bench. I'm just trying to think who it is. It's saying that it's probably Edwards, isn't it? But you know, we can experiment. We can have a look at the squad, can't we? If Adam has done enough to get in the starting 11, it means we can afford to give him a rest. Same with Bauer. Best half of the season, or as good as any half this season, I think he's just said. So half time, that's a good review. I'm going to press the pause button so I can take these earphones out for half time. Ooh. He was lucky that. There we go. Pop them away for now. What time is it? It's... Give me a time, someone. 20:49, so... Say 21:04. Okay. Nice songs playing. Yeah, that was Hey Brother, wasn't it? If Afobe scored a goal like that, I think I'd be dreaming. Oh, I was glad with the goal I got. If anything, when players rush out like that in here, you just have to try the chip. Even if you don't score it, you've got to try it. It's as if they've given you an invite and you have to take it. I mean, there was a guy who did it, I think it was a West Ham team, to be fair. And he must have done 3 or 4 of them in a row, and I scored 2 or 3 of them. But he was that good. He beat me 6-3, I think. It was actually annoying to play against because, you know, he was taking chances like that, yet still scoring on his own attacks. Love it when we play some decent songs. It gives you that feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's uplifting. You know, you feel like because there's good music, you feel like the team are going to respond with it. Okay. Strange switching to this audio because it's boring by comparison. In fairness, I'm not sure Stoke City versus Edinburgh would be an entertaining match. Well, if there was nothing at stake anyway. Yeah, there's a bit of me that would like to play a pre-season friendly against a Scottish side just for the fact that I think they'd sort of be ahead of schedule compared to us, so it'd be like, alright, let's see if you can beat them. I do really like our stadium, not one-sided at all. It's a bit weird playing this and suddenly not being at the Brit, or the Bet. Someone started calling it the 365 the other day, and I did like it, but I keep forgetting to use it. I think it's because to me, it will be the Brit. It's like some people still would like to be at the Vic, you know, and I can understand that. Ooh, thought we were in then. Bugster, I hope to see on your YouTube channel later, Campbell on hat-trick. I'm going to say it would be nice. If anything, I am a little sentimental here, but after speaking to that Kevin Campbell, his dad, I sort of hope he's able to talk about it as well, because he's sort of been quietly saying, I think my son deserves a chance. So it would be a great moment to be able to say, I told you it was good, and you're not just being a biased dad. If I was in issues, I think I'd be wanting him to get a chance. Especially when he was scoring freely for the under-23s earlier in the season. I'm not exactly sure how he didn't get a chance at that point. I think it was just the fact that we'd spent money on a phobia and he didn't want to drop him. Ooh, do. Come on, let's get the ball at that end. Yeah, I heard someone say that. I don't know who, though. Ooh. Ooh, penalty. Yeah. I bet Jones is happy. I bet he's one of 20-odd thousand or however many are there. To be fair, from a managerial point of view, he should have got this today. Again! I am getting sick to the back teeth of missing penalties in this game. It's worse than Stoke in real life. Ooh. Wow. It annoys me when that happens. He literally just played his way through me. Yeah, I'm just looking on Sky as well. It looks like Wednesday are beating Luton. That's a shame. I would have liked it if Luton could have progressed. If anything, it would have been pretty fun if we could have met them in the 5th round. Not impossible, obviously, but it's going to be tricky. I think the best way to describe Luton is they're a respected club. They got relegated to the National League a few years ago, and I think people were a bit upset about it in the sense of, they're one of the friendly clubs. That's how I sort of pictured them anyway. Maybe it's a mispicture. Just put it in the top corner, we'll have no chance, but then you have the risk of holding the ball not in too long because they have that stupid penalty system. That's it. I mean, the way I look at it is, I try and have a fast run up, start one direction and then the last second change, but they always read the change of direction. I could just stay left and they'd read left, but if I go left and at the last second go right, they'll go right. So, like you say, unless I literally hold down the button and try and smash it, which is more risk, I'll admit, but you just get little chance of scoring it. I really dislike this penalty system. I didn't like the one in FIFA 17 or 18, but they had a good one up before then. It was like where you had to time it between the red line, the yellow line, the green line. So yeah. You'd like Luton if they weren't so salty. I don't think the majority have been like that. I think you've got one or two maybe got loud voices, but I don't think the majority are like that. You know what's funny about that spam link I've just had? It wouldn't be bad if they sort of asked you. But they sort of just put the link on and think, right, no one will take that off. Well, it'd still be bad if they asked you, because you would be like, well, no, I don't really want to advertise your stuff on here, but yeah, it's just funny how they think, yeah, I'll just shove it on here, it won't be removed or anything. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you'd think it'd be a blanket rule. If it's if you haven't asked permission for it, there's a reason. To be honest, when I was on, I'm trying to remember it, Jessie's stream the other day, I did share a link on hers, and I actually got a little notification on there saying, sorry, you can't share links in this chat. And I was like, oops. So I'm going to have a look and just see if there's any way I can just do that automatically, because, you know, you don't really want it, do you? Ooh, was that a foul for me? I'll take it if it was. Yep. Oh, that was bad. I thought I was squaring it. I think that was my last touch. Yeah, on Twitch. I'm guessing it's a Twitch feature. Why YouTube haven't implemented it though, I don't know. It would make sense. I think I'll have to pause this in a minute just to put the radio back on. Been a long game. Ooh. Yeah, let's try and stop him. Should have played advantage. Yeah. At this point, I'm just trying to break up the play. Ooh. I'd like to think that was a good way of keeping the ball in. Yeah, could have done better there. Ooh, second yellow. Hey. I don't mind that. Okay, so I'm guessing that was him who's made the press the pause button, because I don't seem to remember pressing it. Let's take off a phobia for Campbell. Let's freshen up the midfield. I'll bring on Woods for Allen, and after that it's a bit of pop luck. Who do I fancy? I think I'll bring on Edwards for Battle. No, saying that, ran out of subs, so no problem there. Forgot about Bojan. Oh, that commentator is optimistic 4-0. Let me take these off again. Get me earpods in. If I'm right, I've got a free kick so I can set up. Here we go. It seems we're getting optimistic. you know, we're having a good game. It's like this formation, this system seems to be working. If we do well against Leeds, then I'm definitely buying into it. You know, I'm not talking about a win, I'm talking about a good performance where you go, wow, we could have won that. You know, if it wasn't for this, it wasn't for that, you know. Ooh. Ooh, that was bad. Yeah, that could have been a red. I've just realised what you meant by love the Reds. This is a bit tense trying to get a winner here. Or not a winner, but an equaliser. I haven't dropped points in seasons for a little bit. I think it's a sign that I'm finally getting to an equal player level. Yeah, down it. Yeah, I'm just fouling just to stop him from taking shots from outside. Yeah, I've had about 4 yellow cards to my thoughts. That's very rare for me. I usually go through a game without bookings. I'll tell you what, this stream is really making me chuckle. I've had 279 playbacks, which usually equates to 1 view. So playback to a view. It could be in the hundreds for views. Anyway, the average view duration is 53 seconds. So you're probably helping out on the top end there, Pugster, because you've been here for the majority, if not all. So, you know, you're probably the reason it's not, say, 10 seconds. Makes me chuckle though how it works out. We're kicking off though. This guy's really trying to waste time at this point. Oh, that was a bad pass. Come on. Oh, yeah. Hey again, Alex. Yeah, we're still awake here. You wouldn't believe it just about how I've conceded that goal, but yeah. This guy's done me good. He pressed me high. Ooh. There we go. I was hoping that could just get in the bottom right corner. Unlucky. How's it going? Well, we're both in good spirit with the Stoke being 2-0 up. I'm doing a bit naff on this game, but I'm not too surprised there. But I was bound to have a bad game at some point. Well, as far as scorelines go. I tend to have bad games anyway. But yeah, we're doing good. How about yourself? Ooh, did Blackburn get back into theirs? I hadn't heard about that. Ooh, I thought I could just lay that off. Ah well. Adam through to Timon. Ince miscued the shot. Sounds like Josh Timon's had a good game. Not bad. Well, anyway, when he came in, he was one of the question marks I had, because I thought, I can understand we're looking for someone to compete with Eric Peters, but 3 managers have said Josh Timon wasn't ready, so you're thinking, well, yeah, you're a bit tired. I'm going to say, what time is it actually? 9:10. Ooh, I'll tell you what, I see the time and I get tired. I set my alarm for 5:30 because I had 2 appointments. And because they were both sort of medical related, I thought, right, I'll cancel without a foul. But that doesn't mean you don't feel the R5 still. It's a strange sensation. You're getting up and you're not doing anything. It's as if your body clock doesn't work it out. Ooh. Being at work all day? What sort of work do you do? Are you on your feet all day, or is it like, just a long slog? I ask because I've had 2 types of jobs like that. I've had like long sitting down jobs, and I've had ones when you're on your feet non-stop, so I know you can get tired from both. It's like... There we go. Well, the Stoke fans... Oh, God, my voice went high then. The Stoke fans seem in good voice. I think they're singing Etebo's name. Can't say I've heard his name being sung this season, so that's good. Ince on the edge of the area, over the bar. Chefing? Oh, that's good to know. I worked in catering myself in a cafe, so I know being on your feet there, it's not necessarily the same as chefing, obviously, but I sort of get the idea of it. I can understand wanting to put your feet up, that's for certain. Ooh. One thing I always used to find is, after working in a kitchen all day, I didn't particularly like having to come home and cook something. I used to always be looking for excuses to have a takeaway or something. Either that or having a ready meal, something that you could just bung in the oven. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't always, but there were days when you were like, oh God, do I have to cook this again? And you see that much bacon at one point, you think to yourself, I could just not eat bacon again. Well, maybe a bit of an exaggeration with the bacon, but yeah. 1261. Say me ordering something online, I honestly don't blame anyone doing that. I say, whatever it is, enjoy it. Best takeaways I find are the ones you can make last that little bit longer. It's like pizza. We tend to order a big pizza, and then if there's leftovers, you've got like a bit in the morning as well, just to sort of make you still feel like you're having that treat, or that... It's like spreading it out and making you enjoy the grunginess, I don't know how you describe it. It's like if you're going on a diet, you're having a cheat day for longer than a day. 1261, that's the attendance. Yeah, surely it's got to be 10,261. Sorry, 10,261. I'm going to say, if there can't be 1,000 there, they were asking for tickets. Ooh. I'm actually amazed how well Charlie Adams played today. I don't think I've seen him have a game this good maybe in 18 months. I mean, I'm actually amazed. He seems to be putting his foot in at the right times. He's making good passes. Adams gone for goal, and yeah, I think people would be moaning at him for taking a shot if it was easier to chip the ball in, but that's just Charlie. He'll take shots from weird distances. I'd rather him doing it from a set piece than trying it in open play, put it like that. And we're playing against Celtic. Seem to be having a thing with Scottish teams right now. There's one thing, if Campbell ends up going on loan at any point in the near future, I think Shrewsbury will be interested. He's played that well against him in the 2 ties. I think they'll be saying, you know what, we'll have a shot on him. Maybe he can do for us what he did against us. I hope he doesn't go on loan how he's played, but you know, these things do happen. You know, Stoke being Stoke. Looks like Bruno and Josh Timon did well together, just to clear a dangerous ball. Good to see a bit of communication in the midfield. Oh, please don't be Federici. If Federici... Is it Bruno? I really hope Federici isn't injured. We just can't have Hogard in goal. Oh, I like to say they've got that Timothy Weir in it already. Okay, Martin's Indy's carrying on, so it wasn't Federici. Not the right place to hold onto the ball, but when you got an itchy nose, you gotta do what you can do. Oh, I was hoping I could do an Eric Peters type finish there. What happened there? Is that half time? Right. The atmosphere sounds way better. Yeah, completely agree there. They sound like they're enjoying it. Lucas has had a shot. Stoke 2, Shrewsbury 0. You might remember better than me, Pugster, but have we been 2-0 up this season and conceded 2 goals? I know we've been 1-0 up, 1-1, 2-1 up, 2-1. Sorry, 2-2, but I can't remember if we've actually been 2 up and conceded 2. Because I think when we've hit 2-0, we've tended to feel a bit comfortable. Oh, Blackburn have equalised. Although that was a while ago. Lucas can't find the net really, apart from the Derby game. Sheffield Wednesday, that was it. That was a while ago though, so it sort of still makes me feel alright with what I was saying. I know what you mean about the Derby game, but the way I look at it is, I'm not looking at Lucas for goals, but if he gets in the right areas, he will score a few. So it's like, keep letting him do it, and he might get 1 or 2. But if someone else can come with the team and get more than him, then yeah, let them come in. Balancing act. Ooh. Ains in the area. Moritz Bauer makes a great tackle. Penalty. Afobe scored early in the Wednesday game, yeah. I couldn't remember us being 2-0 up, that's what got me. I was like, I sort of, as soon as you said Wednesday, I remembered we got 2-2 there. Alright, I'm going to try and blast this one. Well, that went in, but not where I aimed. I think if you score a penalty in this game, you deserve to celebrate a goal like that. Bit unlucky as he got a touch on it. Ooh. Okay, I'll have that ball back, thank you. Ooh, who's that? Who's that? Ooh, right, so they've just had a chance. Okay. Okenabi, he's just had a chance. Is this guy trying to wind me up or what? I don't know how to describe it, but when players do that, they annoy me. They sort of keep the ball, but it's like they keep it very cheaply. It's as if they're constantly spinning on the ball. I'd say Crouch has played a fair amount of games, even if he's not played a lot of minutes. So, I'm not suggesting he plays against Leeds, but to say he's not played is a bit silly compared to Adam, Bauer, Bojan, etc. What annoys me is when they try and score with the keeper. Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't know if you mean from open play or from free kicks, but either way it does get me because I'm like, come on. Especially if we're like this. Sometimes players are, real life people are good at dribbling, so they feel confident dribbling around opponents, but it's still a bit disrespectful. Sam's going down the left wing, I think they said. Ooh, was that a save? Then you tackle them and shoot into an empty net. Yeah, that bit is good. Yeah, you got a save. They're praising one of Shrewsbury's players, Gilead. I hear that and I can't help but think of Galahad. Knight of the Round Table. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I was doing with that corner, but I just didn't want to play the short ball. I think everyone's got to try and be respectful of Shrewsbury as well, because they really did outplay us in the first game. I know there's an argument it wasn't hard, Thanks for that. No idea what causes it. It's strange because when you say audio's gone, I can see it. I have to move my screen so that I can actually tell, but I noticed the audio wave's not moving. But for the life of me, I couldn't tell you why. How's my battery doing on here? 77% battery, that's not bad. I don't know what they're advertising on here, but it looks interesting. Oh no, I got excited then over nothing. I thought they were advertising that Marvel show with Stephen Moyer, The Gifted. It was just something else on FX. How do I fix it? I just turn my mic on and off on the screen. I don't even have to unplug it, I just click the button on and off. Sounds like Grant's just had a shot, but not that great. That was a bad ball. Bringing up Crouch against Man City, how that shot went. Ooh. I remember that Anthony Grant from his time at Vale, but I don't know how long he was there. I think he went on to play for Peterborough or someone like that. It was some League One team. I remember him as well because he was a Chelsea graduate. You know, at one point I was really on top of the youngsters in the EFL because I thought maybe one of them would be good at Stoke, and he's just one who never pushed on. Ryan Wood's coming on, and James McLean. I'm a bit surprised McLean's still in the squad. Not necessarily because he's played bad recently, but because if we're playing a diamond, he doesn't really suit it. Maybe they've got an idea in mind about how to keep him in the shape. Oh, so it's McLean coming on, not Woods. These two are having a bit of banter about glasses. Banter. Oh, I thought Etebo was going wrong for that. A bit disappointed. Got bloody phobia running back now. Don't think we'll score a third. No, I wouldn't be too surprised if we haven't said ease off a little bit. You know, go for it, but don't worry if you don't. I'd rather that though. I'd rather us get a 2-0 than a 3-1. I'm a clean sheet man. Ooh. Maybe we can hope we'll score a third. Yeah, Shrewsbury scored. 2-1. Chip from the edge of the area. Game on. Now they've got to go for the third. Full-back scored that, so that tells me that we've still got to work on this idea of how to defend out wide without wide men. Not good, that. I think, yeah, Josh Time was the one caught out. Yeah, I stand by what I said in the vlog. Give us a game, Shrewsbury, and it looks like they've turned up for it. I want the players to be fighting for this result, so it looks like we've got the fight on our hands. Reminds me of the darts analogy. Oh, I agree with that. It's going to be edgy from now on. We've been in this position a few times. Well, they're not wrong. You know, there is still life in the fixture at 2-1. You know, even if we put on Suter and Edwards for two midfielders or something silly, you know, they would still be attacking. They would still have chances, so they are still in the game. We need to score to lock it up again. The crowd are giving the referee the bird. Well, the bird is the word. Well, the bird is the word. Well, don't you know about the bird? See, everybody knows the bird is the word. I was going to say. I'm curious what Nathan Jones is going to have to say about the second half, because I think the first half he'd been fairly happy, so the second half it doesn't sound like he's going to be too happy. Oh, I thought he got that. I was just waiting for the ball to come to my feet. Could go two ways, 2-2 or 3-1. Right now it looks more likely 2-2. Would rather be straight to pens than extra time. From my perspective here, I'd rather that. You know, I wouldn't say I'm struggling to stay awake, but I'm equally, I am looking forward to going to bed tonight. Extra time really doesn't want to be on my agenda. Oh, come on. Bloody hell. Come on, McLean. It's bad when you've got a player like McLean who you can have clean through on goal. It's easier to score than to miss, and they don't score. I mean, it does sound like a save there, but you're still looking at it and you're thinking, it sounds like a scenario where it would be harder not to score. I mean, maybe that's something that Nathan Jones can work on him with, try and get him more composed in front of goal, but it's where I don't know about Jones's strengths as a coach. Oh! Sam Clucas brought him down. Oh, damn. 2-2 it's going to be. You called it, Pug. Tell you what, Anthony Grant will love this if he scores. Okay. Ah. Two. They're urging him to get behind him. I can hear him. I'm assuming it's the Shrewsbury supporters anyway. It is absolutely typical Stoke. I'm just listening to what they say here, and it does seem like we took our eye off the ball. We were complacent. There's a chance for Shrewsbury to win. They're the team of the ascendancy. It's still possible for us to come back for 3-2, but we would literally need to take advantage of the changes we're going to make. So we've had a free kick. It's not good if we're going to start looping the ball. It doesn't sound like how we've been playing today. Oh, 3-2. I do not believe this. You read this really well, Pugster, when you said 2-2, and then you said they've got a chance to win. It's a brilliant comeback from Shrewsbury, but you're looking at it and you're thinking, how have we got so lax? They should be school. What was I saying earlier as well? When was the last time we were 2-0 up and lost? Or dropped points? I stand by the title of this stream. Can we beat Shrewsbury Town? The current answer is no. I agree, we need to equalise. If anything, there are players like Bauer who benefit from 120 minutes under the belt, but we need the goal first. Alex Swan now, can Stoke be losing? We don't know. Shrewsbury have had 3 attacks and 3 goals. It's typical Stoke right now. We've got that bad a defence, it's unbelievable. I wouldn't say we're free scoring either, so it's like, that's why we got excited earlier about Campbell scoring, because he's young, he's not had chances, you think maybe he's the answer, and then you see the goals go in and you think, yeah, this is us. I mean, I think the first goal was a young left-back getting exposed, and then the penalty, that was lazy tackling, and yeah, no chance, game over. Yeah, it's looking unlikely. Put it like this, 4-2 would flatter them. You know, the comeback alone would sort of be enough that if they won 3-2, they could go, right, you know what, they've earned it, but I'm going to say I'd much prefer it if we got back to 3-3. I'll tell you what, these Shrewsbury players though, they certainly don't give up. I mean, it seems to... Wow. I'll tell you what, James McLean's getting pelters because it sounds like since he's come on, we've just dropped a level. I mean, he had a chance and he missed it. So... I mean, I'll admit, I'm doubting that will come back. It's very rare you get into a position like this and come back, but... Yeah, it's bad. It's amazing how this has just come about. It's not like we'd be the upset of the round, but still, it's amazing. Certainly be the upset of the night, though. Etebo's had a shot and it's well saved by their goalkeeper. We've gone 4-4-2. We've got a phobia on, I don't know who came off for him. Oh, it was Adam, I think. It's the trouble of playing the game at the same time, it's hard to keep track of both. Oh, Peter Crouch over the bar. Bugster, if I was a commentator right now, I wouldn't want to speak. Yeah, that's pretty much how I think half of them have been this season. 3.5 minutes to go. It's looking grim. I mean, it was looking positive, you know, you're thinking with 20 odd minutes to go, just hold on, don't do anything silly and we're into the next round, and yeah, it's a capitulation, this. That's a stat that's embarrassing as well, that this would be, I think they said the third, but I'm not sure it's the fourth season we've been knocked out by in the third round by a lower league team, or a team lower than us in the league. And I agree with you there, Pugster, unbelievable as well, especially at 2-0. Granted we weren't doing much second half, but we looked in control, so you're thinking, this is just mad, really. I can't help but look at this and think, I hope we've got a centre-half lined up. Just someone to tie the defence together. Yeah, Bruno and Williams are getting pelters. I mean, this is the thing. The commentators are saying that it's testing the fans' patience, this type of result, and I'm thinking it's not necessarily Nathan Jones who's getting the pelters, it's the players themselves. Shrewsbury breaking. Atebo's tracking back. Yeah, they're going to the corner, they aren't looking for fourth. I don't think it's a coincidence that since McLean came on we've conceded. I think he's not fitting in with the new system. Ooh. Yeah, just caught up with you there, Alex. Just saying a mere 1 minute. Pretty sure the Shrewsbury fans are rubbing it in a little as well now. Well, they have been already, but they're definitely feeling confident. Ball's just been kicked out for an attempted pass out wide to Bauer. Yeah, and Stoke fans are leaving. Well, I stand by what I said earlier on. The vlog this time will be positive in the sense that Campbell's given us some good news, but the cup exit can't be ignored. I did point it out in the last episode as well. There's a bit of me that isn't too bothered if we get knocked out because, it gives Jones more time to work with the squad, but it's still awkward. 4 minutes injury time. Ooh. I still can't believe that someone in the Stoke hierarchy said that they think that this squad should be challenging for at least the playoffs, if not the top two. And I'm thinking, this squad is nowhere near good enough for that. Maybe we all thought it at the beginning of the season that we could be in those two brackets, but as soon as the season started, we realised that was a pipe dream. Swanky goat. Don't blame. Good job I didn't go. Yeah, I agree with you, Swanky. McLean's in the area, crossing. Oh, Afobe nearly had it. I know, Swanky, it was... We're in a bit of shock here. I mean, 2-0, we honestly thought we were in the clear. Yeah, Shrewsbury are making a sub, so they're trying to kill some time. Probably won't be one that's too bad for them in case we manage to get a goal back and it goes to extra time, but probably something that they can just kill time with. I mean, it's unlikely now. We've got, maybe 2 minutes. I can't see the clock obviously, but I'm guessing 2 minutes, maybe one. It's highly unlikely we're going to get the goal, but it is bad. Hands on hips, and that sort of sums up the problem. 2-0, well, 1 goal behind, we should be trying to rally the team, sort of go, come on, we'll get one last chance, and there's no one in that team who's willing to sort of rev the team up. Bugster, God help us against Leeds. I think we're going to need help. Swanky, I even thought it would be 3, but it's me dreaming. Yeah, I'll be honest, at 2-0 I thought 3 was likely. I even said 4, but yeah. 45 seconds. It's not a surprise Shrewsbury is taking down the clock. I wouldn't be surprised if a little bit's added on, but not enough to get a goal. I mean, full credit to Shrewsbury, they earned the comeback, but Stoke just let them in. When I say they earned the comeback, it's a case of, they got the goal and they literally just took advantage of the fact that as soon as we concede, we become as open as, well, a prostitute's knickers. Campbell has had a good game though, yeah. I mean, the vlog I do, that's going to be the focus tomorrow. You can't ignore the loss, but we're going to try and focus on Campbell because, he deserves that after a good game. There's going to be a lot of focus on the negatives, and we'll try and focus on Campbell a bit because we need the shining lights, and he's one of them. Sounds like Federici's just pumped it. Bugster, just embarrassing. Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. Full time. Yeah, game over. Don't particularly want to hear the rest of that. No offence to Signal 2, you've been interesting to listen to. But yeah, we're out of the FA Cup again. I've said it already, I don't mind it in the sense that we can focus on the league. Even though we aren't going to get promoted, it does give us a chance to work on the team, try and get a team for next season, but it's never great getting knocked out of a cup at the first stage. But what is weird, by the way, I appreciate you stopping by, Alex, a few times. I don't know, I'll admit I'm a little confused what your interest was, if it was just the fact that it seemed like a good game, but whatever way, I appreciate you stopping by just to keep talking about it. And Swanky, well, all I can say to you is, I think I'm with you. I'm glad I couldn't go to the game, because even though, if I could, I would, I'm going to say it would have been one of those nights when you just wouldn't like going back on the coaches. Even just to Stoke Centre, you'd just be like, oh, horrible night. I don't envy those supporters who are sort of now making their way up the hill, just trying to make sense of that, because even I'm struggling now and I haven't got to walk up a steep incline. We should start him with Sido. I would agree there. I think the pair of them would make an interesting combo. I mean, Sido at the start of the season was doing well in a deeper role, and I'm not saying he should play in the 10 spot, but he would be an option, wouldn't he? And then if you have Campbell running off him, then it's a good pair. You've got one dropping deep, one going on the line. So yeah, I agree there. Bugster, seriously hope the people saying Jones out are joking. There are people saying that after 2 games. I really hope they are. I mean, put it like this, I saw it after the Brentford game. There were a few that said Jones out and like they put winky face, or like maybe there was some irony in it, but I think anyone saying that is just thinking to themselves we should have gone for a Moyes and immediately rejected it. I mean, someone asked a good question, and I brought this up in the vlog the other day, right, that how long do you give a young manager? And, this guy was saying, how long do we give Jones? Because people say you need patience, you need to give him time, but how long is enough? And I said, well, to be honest, it's about 12 months, isn't it? You give them 2 transfer windows to see if they can rebuild the team in their image, which with Jones we need to do because he's had a Gary Rowett combo with Lambert and Hughes. So he needs 12 months to get the players in that he wants and get rid of the players he doesn't. Same should have been for Rowett had things not gone badly up with his relationship with the fans. So those saying Jones out, I just completely disagree because you need to give whoever it is, especially if they're young, you need to give them time. They need to sort of be able to say, right, I want you, I don't want you, getting rid of this guy, bringing in this guy. It sounds so simple, but you can't do it in just one transfer window or even half of one. It's a bit sad saying that. I agree. I mean, after the Brentford game, I was really frustrated, and I'll be honest, I actually said I thought we could get relegated if results didn't improve. And it's only because I had a look at the league table I realised it's highly unlikely. But I'd even take finishing 21st this season if it meant that next season we were better. It's a big ask because you'd have to have a big jump from 21st to top 6. But yeah, I don't mind that, going down to go up. Norwich sort of are the model for me. They had an iffy season last year. They were 13th at the end. But now they're at the top end. I'd take that if it meant that we got up next year. Pugster, it's absolutely going to be the same stuff as last year. Not going to get promoted, and they'll sack him exactly like they did with Lambert. That's the bit that concerns me. That if things go bad come the summer, they pull the plug before the fans sort of drive the pulling of the plug, because that's the bit I'm fearing. The fact that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if the fans are behind Jones, I don't think he'll get the sack. But if there's enough fans who say, you know what, we haven't won games, we've been playing as bad as we did under Rowett, then I can imagine them calling for him before the end of the season. And I think, why did we say we were going to give him time then? It really gets me. I just hope that those who said Jones out are just saying it in jest, or it's really hot emotion after a game like that. There's no guarantees though. You can have a few people who are really hot under the collar after that. I mean, one thing I would say as well is, who do they think we'd get instead? I mean, just look at the fact that Sam Allardyce says he doesn't think he could do the Huddersfield job. Now, to me, that says he thinks he needs to have a better team than what they are. And they are a Premier League team, even if they were bad enough that we beat them this season. So you think, he obviously wants a team he can work with, so he probably wouldn't want to come to us. Or wouldn't have, before we hired Jones. Same with Moyes. I think some people just really don't know what they're going for. They just aren't happy with what they've got. And instead of focusing on it, like saying, we need players, we need this, we need that, they just point at the manager. It's the wrong way of pointing myself. But I'm going to go now because I'm going to rant otherwise, and I want to save some of it tomorrow for the vlog. So, Pugster, Alex, Swanky, and there have been a few others I think who I've just forgotten the names of. I will thank you for tuning in. Swanky, Alex, if you haven't already, consider subscribing, just for the fact that, if anything, it's been great chatting with you, so just being able to keep up the chat would be great. Other than that, thanks, and I'll see you around. Bye everyone.